Welcome back, everyone. Today, I'm so excited to speak with the amazing Olivia Gong. How are you, Olivia?
I'm doing very well. How are you, Patty?
I'm doing super. Thank you so much. Olivia is the CEO and founder of Coach Olivia Gong. Her journey in healing, embracing, and manifesting personal growth is very inspirational to all, and that is why I want to have you on my show with me today. Just a quick disclaimer. Please remember that this channel is for educational purposes only, aimed at providing insights and inspiration for your wellness journey. Welcome again, Olivia. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thank you so much for having me here, Patty.
You're very welcome. And please explain to us all your experience in your coaching and what have you been experiencing with clients?
That's a big question. I want to put it in the most simple way. When I was younger, I was programmed to believe that money and being respected, being perceived differently was the answer to happiness. And then along my life journey, I pursued that, and I became pretty successful at it. I went from a small town girl in a poor area in China to a vice president of a company that's listed on NASDAQ in California. So from that perspective, I did pretty well. But then I realized that, oh, wait a minute, that's not the answer for happiness because still I cannot sleep well. I rarely feel peaceful. I was always stressed and I got triggered easily. So that kind of curiosity, also a state of suffering, led me to find answers. While I was looking for answers for myself, I attended so many seminars and read hundreds of books. And along that journey, I realized that there are a lot of things that doesn't work, and there are some things that does work. So what I do is that I put everything that did work out for me, and then I use them to help my clients. And it has been a wonderful journey. Honestly, right now, I feel more peaceful, grateful, fulfilled than ever. And I cannot really imagine myself doing anything else other than what I do right now. So I'm very grateful.
That is so inspirational because you discovered it all for yourself. What is something that you practice every day that you empowers you?
I think something I practice every day, I think, is really having a direct conversation with the source, the universe, God, like whichever word that works out for you, right?
Yeah.
Some people, the word God might not work out for them, then use the word universe, the ultimate creator, right? Have,
Source.
yeah,
Source.
having a direct conversation, or you can say a prayer, or for you, maybe it's a form of meditation, maybe it's a walk in nature. But having that is essential for me because one of the best advice I've ever heard from going to events after events is like this time, this one lady, she's a very successful businesswoman, and she said every morning what she did was that she would pray and ask God to be on the pilot seat so she can step on the passenger seat and just enjoy the ride, allow the divine to be in charge. So I heard that about 2 years ago. And since then, I also do that often, like pray, ask my ego to be set on the side and divine plan to set in and be in charge.
That is exactly what I do. And I am so excited to hear the same thing because it's very important for us to believe in ourselves and believe the connection that we have because it's there.
Yes. And everyone has their own direct connection.
Specifically enough, I'm when I started doing this that I do, it was given to me as an idea within myself. It's kind of like, here, why don't you look at this? And I started this channel to really connect with beautiful people that are the same as I am, because I feel like I'm connected to God as well. I I've connected with many, many people that have wonderful gifts. As a matter of fact, wonderful Debbie Solaris, I want to shout out to her because she does Akashic record reading, and she just blew up because she started searching and connecting and tapping into her strengths and her connections with the divine consciousness. And it really opened up doors for her.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and she's on Gaia now. So just want to say hello because it's wonderful. And just like you have someone that is you within inside, that you have to go through these struggles, right? Like we always have to go through struggles, even in life. You know, I think they are stepping stones.
Yes. Absolutely. I once I shoot a video. It's actually the image came to me when I was meditating. I was going through a very dark time of my life, felt quite stressed out and helpless. And then I asked for a miracle. And with that intention, I went to a meditation. And then in my meditation, I was shown like you know how in Chinese culture we really love jade. It's like made a sculpture into different shape, and we really use it in ancient times for
Yeah.
almost everything, right? um, and what was shown to me is when we are going through the most difficult times in life, it's like we are kind of like a raw stone, and God is shaping us
Oh, yes.
into becoming this instrument that God needs us to become in order to fulfill God's mission in this lifetime.
Beautiful.
And that image stuck in
Stunning.
me. And I just want to share this, like whoever is watching this right now, if you're going through a dark time, think about that. God is shaping you into becoming a different version of you so you can carry out the mission. Because what you were yesterday probably is not ready for that mission yet.
And that's why I was shaking my head no, because I don't see people tapping into or even having time to do that because they're so busy, they're working, they're too busy, but yet they're too busy, you know, kind of like this sucks the life out of you. You know, you might get intuitions and all of that, but really like just centering in and then just going in and, you know, getting all, I always say, everything I do works out perfectly for me because it's
Mm.
for me. And then for me means outside that I can help others. And, you know, like that's already known in my subconscious mind because I don't
Mm.
do things just for me. I do for the collective, especially because, you know, both of us are working with LifeWave and, you know, this is why I'm wearing this little sticker over here. And I wanted to know, like, how did you find this for yourself?
I found LifeWave. I didn't find LifeWave. LifeWave found me through a very good friend of mine. And but in the moment, I wasn't quite ready yet because my mindset was not there. And then a couple years later, I started to talk with Peter No, and I don't even remember what he said or did. He just did his magic things. And next thing I knew, I start to wear it on a daily basis. And probably half a year, 4 months to half a year after that, I started to realize that my hair started growing back, and I have more energy. Because before, I think the reason I didn't use it in the beginning was that I am healthy.
Right.
I was healthy, but I didn't realize that I can be healthier. So that's how it all started.
And that's the common person that it's just what I've noticed. All of my clients, when I talk to people, they feel that they're healthy. They are just fine. But that's why I always like to say, you know, education comes first. And it takes time for the person to really engage in the education. And then there has to be trust. There has to be trust. And I'm very proud that you're wearing this. And how long did you notice benefits?
Well, I'm turning 40 this year.
No,
So
you're
for
not.
me,
You look like you're 13.
thank you. So for me, it was probably around the fourth month that I
Uh-huh.
really started to notice a big difference. While we're here, I want to use your channel to spread something.
Yes, please.
I think it could block a lot of people to receive the blessing of LifeWave is this. We actually going through life, we all form a worldview. The world is a place of competition or a place of harvesting or blessing. Life is hard, life is difficult, life is filled with suffering, or life is beautiful, life is peaceful. And we also form people view. People are. If people, a lot of my clients went through traumatic experience, especially if it happens at a younger age, it's easy for them to form people view as people are selfish, people are hurtful, people are abusive, people are greedy, people are violent, right? So those worldview, life view, and people view, they work as lenses that people use to see through life and other people and generate meanings. A lot of people that I talk to, this is my intuition. I did not verify it, but if I'm speaking of the truth, then your heart can feel it. When you talk about LifeWave or anything that you find that's beneficial for you and you're trying to share it, right? Sometimes people are using their own people view to project on you.
Agree.
If some people they have a people view that people are greedy, then that thing, that belief will be projected on you.
Mm-hmm.
So I am not promoting that you should be naive and listen to everybody, that's trying to share something with you. Some people don't have integrity. What I'm trying to say is that before you investigate, before you do your homework, if you are already judging, then it's probably some limiting programming, limiting people view that's automatically coming out and you're projecting it. And also, maybe this will be helpful for people who are doing LifeWave and want to promote the message and running into difficulties or challenges. I want to tell you that it's not you.
Right.
It's really not. And you're spreading the light, you're spreading better health, you're helping people to have more time, you're helping people to have financial freedom. So you're doing a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And that's the mission. I feel like we're trumpeters spreading the light.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we really are. I'm going to give you a secret. I did a meditation one time and I was sitting on my marble fireplace. And it's a beautiful green and white, gorgeous. Because when you sit on crystals, they give you a little more oomph.
Oh, absolutely.
So I was sitting down and all of a sudden I saw a vision of me, um, like the Grecian years, and the person next to me had this golden hat with those red plumes in the top. I said, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in Athens. I don't know how I got there. It just was a quick blip, you know? And that's the way sometimes visions come in. And I just have to say, I truly feel like we're all trumpeters to say, hey, this is a wonderful thing. This is the change. This is the shift. Back in 2012, I was already in spiritual communities and we were talking about the wave. The wave is coming and everybody's like, oh my God, is it a storm? Nobody knew. Really, no one had an idea that it was this.
Yeah.
And definitely, we have a lot of people more to reach.
Mhm.
Tell me more about you. You said that you became very successful as a woman and in the industry of competition. Um, I'm sure you have your feet very well planted.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't. I'm a human. I have mornings that I wake up and I start to think about the problems I have. And that's when I go to God. And that's when I pray. That's when I intentionally catch myself and start to count my blessings, start to count what I'm grateful for. I try not to go to the extreme. One extreme is that um, this life is hopeless, um, like just dark, right? And the other extreme is that if you disagree, you can cut this out. The other extreme is that believing, not believing. Mm, mhm. I'm just going to share it with no filter. So the other extreme is my personal mistake. The other extreme is forget to take care of your worldly matters and just go wholeheartedly or just completely dive into the spiritual world and not taking of your worldly matters. I believe I'm not alone. I have some clients who, had some kind of spiritual awakening experience. Maybe it's the first time they felt divine love. Maybe they went out of their body, right? And then go into, like, for example, using the law of manifestation
Yeah.
and really stick to it and manifest, manifest, manifest. One of the principles is that when you are doing the law of manifestation, you believe in abundance, right? You don't believe in scarcity anymore. Um, but some people tend to overspend while they're doing that because the mind goes, oh, there's no, scarcity. But if in the moment you are making $6,000 a month and you go and you don't have any savings and you go around and you go shopping and you go buy Louis Vuitton bag, that is the other extreme that I'm talking about,
Too
right? Like,
extreme.
yeah, like we still live, the physical body still live in this dimension,
Yeah.
and there are still worldly matters that we need to take care of. So that's what I've been discovering in the recent years came about.
No, I think that that's very important because there are a lot of people that have the vision of, oh, abundance is coming. And you know what? Like they're spending a lot of money, like you said, that's dangerous. We have to take care of our finances. And especially today, and this 3 years have just been ridiculous because eggs are expensive. I mean, apples are expensive. So I was just hoping we weren't going to go this way, but it's our life. It's our breath. We have to eat. We have to clothe ourselves. We have to work and be adventurous and of course meditate, but definitely have more brain clarity. I noticed that a lot of people around me are, they're very catty or they're just very down on themselves. Oh yeah, this is, it's kind of like you're trying to shine the light for them, but now, like you said, yeah, they have the glasses, it's kind of like you got to remove that from them. And how can you remove them? Just by having conversation, I guess. But when you,
I think I think you can only help them if they ask for it.
Mhm.
Because if they don't ask for it, that means they don't want it or they're not ready for it. Then then the attempt to removing them most of the time will be perceived as an attack.
Yeah.
And not gonna go really well. And continue with the previous topic. I just want to say that it's a dance between having faith in your manifestation is absolutely gonna come, and do what's practical in the moment right now. I think in this perspective, LifeWave comes really handy because it's really like Peter coaches this, right? You can spend 3, 6, 9 hours a week to build your side business. Your manifestation will come. Let's say if you're manifesting $5 million, right? I have no question that it will come. It's probably already in the energetic realm as a reality already.
Yeah.
However, it's on God's timing.
Yeah.
It's not on the ego timing.
Yeah.
Or it's not our personal preference. I know there are some teaching like manifestation, you give it at a date. I have seen more failures than success, I would say. Even if it's successful, I still believe that's because that's the divine timing.
Yeah, I do too.
So because of its divine timing, so it becomes important for us to take care of what's the practical thing to do right now in a financial term. Because I truly believe that doing LifeWave is super, super helpful for people to build residual income, to buy your time back, to slowly, when you build it into a business, then you can quit your full-time job.
Yeah.
And then it's ultimate freedom.
Yeah. And for your coaching platform, do you have clients that are using this now? Are they finding benefits?
Yeah, for pain release, for better sleep, and also to even feel happier. That helps too.
Yeah, it reduces the stress in the body, so then the person can actually feel better. Yeah, oh, it's phenomenal. It's
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. And I'm
Yes.
sure that do you do calls if anybody wants to talk to you? Do you do calls like global? Are you international? I mean international. Wait, do you do calls internationally or are you just stable in the United States?
So because I grew up in China,
Oh yeah.
so I do help clients in Chinese as well. So yes, I do international, and most of my clients, they see me over Zoom. Because, energy healing, talking, and any type of healing, right? It's really remote. I only have a few clients that come to see me in person because they're local here. Most of my clients, I see them over Zoom. I also do workshops. I teach muscle testing, kinesiology, and my way is a unique way that I combine kinesiology, muscle testing, a swing test with your heart chakra. So I call it heart-based muscle testing. I teach that regularly. And I also, I'm about to introducing a program. It's a 3-month program that teaches self-healing. I want to empower people so they can heal themselves using different meridian release technique and learn how to muscle test so they can muscle test their own trauma, their own stuck energy, and all the things that I use that I help my clients. I want to teach them all so people can become more independent. Because, seeing a therapist, a healer, a hypnotherapy, past life regression, whatever that is, it's not cheap.
No, it's not. And a lot of people don't want to invest in it because they probably don't have that time because they're constantly in their phones watching kitty cats jump up and down. I don't know. Or working too long. But it's important. This is why we want to talk about it and we want to bring this more forward because it empowers us and makes us, more presentable and more confident in our life. So then we can manifest, it's not all about just going on vacations and this and that. It's really being powerful, living without stress and without pain or knowledge that we don't know about ourselves. That's let's just say it, we are light beings, right?
Totally. Yes, we are.
Yeah, and I think that is the most powerful information. When I heard that, I said, "Oh my God, we're infrared beings. We glow in the dark in the infrared spectrum." I said, "Wow,
Yes.
that's beautiful. I can't wait to tell everybody this." But really, it's absolutely phenomenal. And I think that our spirit is wonderful, magnificent. I wanted to ask you, is there a particular story, success, is there a particular success story that you would like to share
About.
about yourself as you are empowering yourself to be successful?
Oh, there are many. Um, but I do feel called to share a story. Um, it's a it's a long story, but I want to share it in a very short way. Statistically, I really don't have any chance to live the life I have right now. I'm very blessed. I have a really beautiful life right now. Just because I was born, like I said earlier, in a poor area and a small town in China. The town is so small that you can walk through the whole town in like half an hour by walking. Everyone knows each other. Most people lived there. They have never even traveled to a bigger city that's near to us, that's only like 60 miles away. So I'm not saying I'm better than them. I'm just more blessed. And I think what brought me from there to here is one thing that everyone has is divine bless. And like Neville Goddard said, he's really big about imagination, right? Imagination is your Christ within. That's what human beings have that the animals don't, is because we can imagine. So when I was 6 years old, I was sitting in front of the tiny little village home that's built from pretty much mud and bamboo stick, my grandfather's house. And I look at the mountains far, far away, and on top of the mountains there were fogs, and I was imagining there are dragons on top. That did not come true, but who knows, 1,000 years later. But I was also imagining like behind the mountains were ocean, and I was imagining me traveling across the mountains and the ocean and go to a foreign land and live there. And that was when I was 6 years old. When I came here, I was 25. So it took 19 years for that manifestation to come true. So for people who are watching this, if you're manifesting something that's really big, you got to be patient.
Yeah.
If you're manifesting $500, it might happen in just the next minute or hour. So give the universe time. Give God time. God's delaying is a sign for growth. It's not a rejection.
That is so empowering. And I want to say, oh my gosh, thank you so much for that. We'll definitely have you back on again.
I'd love to. Thank you so much, Patty.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Olivia, for sharing your journey and the heart behind Coach Olivia Gong. It's truly inspiring to hear about the impact you're making to help people all over the world and in healing and embracing and manifesting themselves. I really, really, really honor you and respect you very, very much. So before we end this, is there anything that you would like to say to everyone?
Just believe in yourself, really. Believing has so much power. You can do anything and everything.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Thank you.